Today, we will be delving into the notorious Fellas Iceberg. The higher the material is on the list, the more well known it is. The lower you go on the iceberg, the more you delve into the disturbing and unknown. Also, this is a massive inside joke, so if you're not a fella, you probably will not get any of this at all. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover this entire thing. Yub refers to a cropped, low-poly image of Camden's face. Jubilees is a notorious character made by Camden. It controls all the Fellas universes. Lint actually pretended to be a man for a long time after she was added to the Fellas, officially stating that she was actually indeed a woman on January 5th, 2020. In the beginning of 2020, Wyatt made a promise to keep his profile picture as angel dust for the entire year. Somehow, Wyatt actually made do on this promise, and for a whole year his Discord profile picture was angel dust from Hazbin Hotel. When the Steven Universe movie was released, almost all of the fellas caught a case of spinal derangement syndrome, and thus became wildly obsessed with spinal. Canonically, the only fellows not affected by the spinal virus were Hunter, Lily, Malachi, and Brandon. While most fellows were cured in only a day or two, Lucas unfortunately fell more ill with the virus and his symptoms lasted for about 2 weeks. All in all, the spinal virus was very devastating on the fellas' economy. Frig Funny is the name of Camden's Twitter account. You should follow it for more juicy tweets. Breakthrough is the name of the game currently being developed and worked on by Mario. He intends to sell it once it's done for $7.99. Brandon is notorious for being extremely horny. He has been like this for 2 years. He should probably develop his personality more. The fellas originated from a Discord group chat made around 2018 by Fardad. As more and more people became fellows, and due to Discord's limit on how many people can be in a group chat, the fellows created several servers, including a mega server, a GC server, and ultimately a lore server, which is now the main hub for where the fellows speak. The original group chat, while still exists, is not active anymore and has been left in cobwebs. These dumbasses said bust or something, and it became a huge meme for a month. I have no idea why it became so huge or its actual origin, but it has deep roots in the Fellas lore. While no official fellow protagonist has ever been canonically confirmed, it is pretty much unanimously agreed upon that Mario is the protagonist. He is the most active one of us, and has been around since day one. He is also making the new hit game Breakthrough. Buy it now for $7.99. The Fellas Sonic fandub was a complete fandub done in VC over the Sonic Generations game movie. This happened back when the fellas actually did things. Piss Baby is a notorious drawing made by Camden of Lily's character PSA, with the word piss on her hoodie. Brandon is known for sending selfies of himself literally 24/7, one of them being Ghoul Face is a picture of Brandon where he makes a face that looks like a ghoul. It is known as Ghoul Face because he will usually caption it with Ghoul Face, followed by several random emojis. Nice Cock is from when the fellas did the Sonic fan dub. Shadow's only lines were, "Nice cock." TV porn refers to porn of static, which Brandon constantly shows to the fellas. Very disturbing. The picture for the original Fellas GC was Tip in front of a trans pride flag. Many theorize that this means Tip is in fact trans. Cancelled lore refers mainly to Hellsburgers, which was cancelled due to a lack of motivation, but it can also refer to any other fellow stories that was unfortunately cancelled, including Lightning's Fang and Rampa. Dusk used to put accents on almost everything he typed. He explained this as being accidental, blaming his French keyboard for it. As we all know, the fellows originated from a Discord group chat. However, not every fella in that group chat was there from the beginning. There was originally a Fellas Gen 1 with 9 members. The Fellas Gen 1 consisted, in order of left to right, of Box Friend, Quick or Mario, Loser or Lucas, Pepsi or Brandon, Dusk or Fardad, Tip Top or Malachi, Minko, Crazy Animations, and Not Known. Only 5 of the original Gen 1 cast still remain. PepsiCo, also known as Gen Zero, was another group chat created by Fardad. This one was a smaller group chat, and it was created before the Fellas group chat. It consisted of Fardad, Lucas, and Brandon, though it wasn't very active and is assumed to have been lost to time. If you look at the accounts Lucas is following on Twitter, you will notice he follows a lot of porn accounts. Fardad is black, but he has a large patch of white skin on his face. This may be because he is actually Michael Jackson. This theory suggests that Andy is actually Turkish, due to an image found by Darren of a Turkish boy who bears a striking resemblance to Andy. Perhaps they are the same person, or a long-lost Turkish brother of Andy. Wyatt has claimed before he has drawn porn, but no one has ever seen it. Or have they? Hunter has an obsession with B-stars. This means he's a furry. Rapt 4 has been canonically confirmed by Mario to have a dog cock. A canine rod, if you will. Typing in !Blaze will cause the Fellas bot to send a cropped image of Blaze getting railed. It has been theorized that Lint's actual name is Matilda, rather than Brody, and that Lint is hiding this fact from us because Matilda is a grandma name. Hunter and John flirted way too much in the past. This suggests that they are both dating, or did date at one point, and hid it from the fellows, as publicly announcing a relationship would cause Mario to be heartbroken. Slumber Party was a group chat made in response to the increasing popularity of the Fellas group chat. It consisted of only females and is assumed to be defunct, as I have not heard of it in ages. Daniel was the name of Mario's little brother, or so he says it is. It could be entirely possible that Daniel is not in fact his real name, but it is actually Luigi. Evidence to support this claim comes from the fact that during a VC that had Brandon and Mario in it, Brandon's brother responded to Mario with, "Yeah, Luigi." In reality, Brandon's brother could have instead been referring to Daniel through little child MK Ultra X-ray communication. Jamal, or Jamal Showertime 69, is the name/username of a mysterious, depressed black man who has made several appearances in the Fellas GCs and servers at random times. Each and every time he has joined, he has been swiftly banned. Nobody knows exactly who he is, but people theorize him to actually be Brandon. Personally, I don't think he is, though. Andy is known to show absolutely no expression at all. It is theorized that perhaps Andy has a rare case of Bell's palsy syndrome, which affects his entire face rather than just one side. There is a screenshot of Lucas in a video call with Chase Hudson, also known as Lil Huddy. Many have wondered if Lil Huddy is in fact a hidden fella, or that he is a new and upcoming fella and will officially join sometime soon. Although it is entirely possible that the image is just photoshopped, or it is a deep fake. No one knows this for certain, though. Lint has never shown her face. Both Lint and Justin Trudeau live in Canada. It is possible that Lint is actually Justin Trudeau. Wackier Cargo 49 is the name of somebody's gamertag. Lint claims that this is her, but no one can confirm this. Mario claims to be a wholesome Christian who can never horny, yet he has contested the Brandon statement of Brandon being the fella who has drawn the most porn of their own characters. Very suspicious, or should I say, sus. Stefan is infamous for being joked around about that he should be added to the fellas. However, all of us who have unanimously agreed to never add him. But that does not mean it is not entirely possible that Stefan is hiding somewhere in the fellas server. Fellas quotes were originally started by Brandon, but it has been speculated that they were created to damage the reputation of Lucas. This is backed by some of the first Fellas quotes, which were badly timed sentences from Lucas that accidentally responded to the horniness of Brandon. Fardad is known to have founded the Fellas, but did he really? It could be possible that Crazy Animations co-founded the Fellas with Fardad, but then Fardad spread rumors of Crazy online, causing him to leave permanently. Having disposed of Crazy, Fardad could have taken all the credit for founding. Arby is known for being inactive as fuck. She hasn't spoken since October, and before that she spoke about once a month. Maybe she's been spying on the fellas this entire time, gathering info and making sure she's not kicked for inactivity. She doesn't talk that much, so that she doesn't blow her cover. It could also be why we know almost nothing about Arby. Dobdip.png is rumored to be a stock image photo of a Caucasian woman with black hair that is dressed in casual office attire and is holding a thumbs up. It is said that looking at the image for too long can cause nausea, pain, headaches, and sickness in the viewer, among other things. The Fellas bot was created by Camden, though it has been inactive since November. It could be because Camden has given up on coding, or it could be that a hacker has taken over the Fellas bot and is stealing info put out on the server. This includes our full names, our addresses, our phone numbers, and the fact that we are very, very racist. It has been theorized that nobody actually legitimately knows what Lint sounds like. Several fellas claim to have heard her in BC on her birthday, but this was most likely set up. Lint probably has dirt on several of the fellas and has used this to her advantage. She wants to steer people away from the fact that she is not who she says she is. She does not want people to find out her identity, because if that happens, it could lead to the collapse of society as we know it. Epi, Nerd, and Lightning were the names of 3 fellas who were all added in at the same time. Eventually, however, Epi and Nerd were both kicked, while Lightning was not. It has been claimed that Epi and Nerd were both kicked due to inactivity and space issues, but in reality, Lightning probably killed them both in order to stay in the fellas. RV being inactive isn't out of the blue, but RV usually talks at least once a month. RV has not spoken since October, making it 3 months since she sent her last message. RV has probably died. Malachi was a prominent member who left the fellas for a very extended period of time. Only recently has he rejoined the server, though it is unknown if he wants to be labeled a fella again, or if he's only here to help with the stories that we are writing. But it can be suggested that this is not the real Malachi. Evidence to back this up is the original Malachi would talk about Garfield for hours on end. This Malachi has not splurged about Garfield once since joining. It is possible that the real Malachi has joined, or the real Malachi is gone, and this Malachi is an imposter. Very sus, as the kids say. Did you get it? It's from this game called Among Us. It's a reference to this game because you see when the Not-So-Bot has been rumored to be pedo spyware that copies all messages sent from every server to a smaller server run by pedophiles. Crazy Animations could possibly still be here, exacting his revenge on the community that shunned and turned their backs on him. He could be hiding as one of the bots, or as one of the alts. The only person who has seen Dal is Mario. Mario is the protagonist. This insinuates that since Dal trusts Mario, he has made him the protagonist, and that Dal controls every aspect of the Thelos server, secretly pulling all the strings and being the one who decides when to cause havoc among the members. It has been rumored that there is another Fellas GC with the same name. It is speculated that it has a few old members, a few current members, and a few new members. However, if it does have current members of the Fellas, they have not mentioned it, thus making this theory unconfirmed. You cannot 100% confirm that the fellas are indeed real. Have you ever seen Mario in real life? Lucas? Wyatt? Darren, maybe? Well, no one's seen Darren. He lives in Australia, and that place doesn't exist. But have you ever seen Fiona in real life? If you've never seen them in real life with your very own two eyes, can you say with certainty that they are even in fact real? The fellas meetup has already happened and is the reason why fellas are disappearing. Bach's friend probably met Minko at some point, and after meeting they both slowly started to disintegrate. It is why every new fella who has been added has eventually evaporated. The meetup has already happened and is preventing newcomers from staying. Mario is the only real fella, and every other fella is a figment of his imagination. Has he forgotten about his pills, or does he know about them and does not want to face the harsh reality? Lint claims she cannot do a face reveal because of people always home. This is not true. Lint does not have a face. Where one should be, there's nothing. She is blank. Have you ever wondered why the channels of the fellas are ordered the way they are? It is because they are arranged in the order of who dies last to who dies first. When Ant joined, his channel was put at the bottom. Immediately, he went inactive. Gabe has barely spoken since October. Mingy has not spoken since November, and now Darren has not spoken in 3 days. This leads me to believe the order of the channels is in the order of a kill list, and Lint's channel is next. The thing is, though, Lint is unkillable, so what will happen then? What will happen is destruction and havoc as we know it. I hope you enjoyed your last memories of our current world, because in a month, it will all change.